Welcome to the Options Trading Toolbox. This is your completely free tool for trading options. So if you're tired of looking other places, looking at paid channels, going to paid screeners, paid backtesters, all these things, and you want one free website that you can access all these things to finally have success as an options trader, this is the tool for you. And I'll walk you through how to use every feature in this short video. Okay, so this tool has everything from an options backtester to an options screener to a strategy screener, dark pool tracker, and so much more. Let's walk through each one step by step. First thing is an options backtester. So if you want to backtest your options strategies, this is a great way to do it. You simply click on new backtest, and then you can choose what type of backtest you want to do. Whether you want to do a backtest over the last decade, 10 years of data, or you want to go over the last 3 years and look at more of a 0 DTE like strategy, you can do both on this platform. You can build out your own entire strategy, or you can select one like an iron condor, a short put, or maybe even a put credit spread. All that can be preloaded by default. Let's click a put credit spread, for example. You can see here it preloads it. As I say, I'm going to sell a put. I'm going to do delta at the 30 level. I'm going to do 45 days out, and I'm going to buy one here. And then again, I can just see everything that I'm doing step by step. I can also pick the time frames that I want to do it. I can pick the entry rules of how I want to enter this trade, how often I want to enter, daily, weekly, monthly, whatever it is, different times of the day, different days of the week, different indicators, and I want to make sure that I match certain min and max trade price settings. After I set the entry rules, I can then set the exit rules, like how I want to take profit, whether that be a 50% take profit, a 100% stop loss. So I want to close the trade early after I've been in a certain amount of days at a certain exit time, or based on different indicators. I could do that all by clicking a few buttons. After that, we have the miscellaneous settings, which is how much money do you want to start with for this backtest, how many max open trades do you want, how many max contracts per trade, and what's the max allocation per trade. This just helps you make sure that you stay within your own account size, own risk parameters, things like that. Next, we have commissions and slippage. This is here by default to make sure that you run a proper backtest. If you're going to run a good backtest, you want to make sure you're accounting for things that are going to happen, like commissions and slippage. You can run backtests and run that whole thing and see what it's going to be like. I'll give you an example here. If I pull up, let's say this one, a short put backtest that I ran, you can see here how cool this is. It compares it to the previous backtest by showing what the previous backtest did versus what this one does. It shows you all the key backtesting metrics, shows you a backtesting summary that you can read in plain English, shows you how to convert the backtest into a bot if you want to do that as well. And then, of course, the whole entire trade log, where if you click on action, you can see all the details, including the price history of the options contract to see what it did at what times to make sure that the bot, or I should just say this backtest, closed at the right time. You can also, using these side settings here, change and tweak your backtest rules and then rerun the backtest all from one spot. This is the first completely free options backtester that is now available through the Options Trading Toolbox. You can go get started using it now by going to optionstradingtoolbox.com or click the link down below. Next is the option screener. The option screener is going to allow you to screen for specific options. So we have two different types of screeners on this platform. The option screener allows you to see single options. If you want to filter by those, just click on show filters. You can go everything from price information all the way down to options Greeks, all the way down to options information, earnings and dividends. Anything you want to filter by for single options, you can do that here. Once you create a filter that you like, you can also save that filter with a name. So you can name that save filter. You can do things like that. Again, that's only available if you're logged in. Again, it's completely free to create an account. You can see here I can just save the name and get started like that. So the option screener is the best way to actually sort by single options, but that's not the only thing we can do here. We can also do a strategy screener, which allows us to find different strategies. So we take the options in the option screener, we combine them in a way to find profitable put credit spread strategies, call credit spread strategies, iron condor strategies, so that you can find strategies, aka combinations of options and strikes that match a certain trade that you want to do. Whether that be something like finding the best probability of profit, return on capital, credit, DTE, anything you want to look for, you can also do this. We have strategy metrics all the way down from probability of profit, return on capital, win rate, max loss, max profit, and credit received. all that you can filter by, and again, create save filters once you have filters you like to find all the details. And again, you can also click on details to see more about this, like the different strike prices, the trade that it's picking, and why it's picking it. So that's the strategy screener. It also links over to our options visualizer, which is an options calculator. So if you click on this, it'll actually preload what this strategy looks like, but we'll get more on that in a second. Diving into the next feature inside of the options trading toolbox, completely free website for your use, is the trade ideas. This will continue to expand, but this shows the strategies that I've been trading with for over the last 8 years in the market that I found worked the best, and I now am able to show them to you in a way where it goes, hey, this asset, this strategy, this lined up, all right here today for a great setup. As you can see here, it gives you different strategies. There's a bullish strategy, bearish strategy, all the things that are going on, and it shows you not only that this trade idea exists, but unlike others, it explains why. So if I click on View Trade Details and Trade Legs, it will walk through, here's the strategy, here's the entry rules, the trade details, the take profit, the stop loss, everything about it. Here's even the trade reason for why this is a good trade right now, in addition to all the trade leg details. So unlike paying $200 a month for some Discord channel for some guy to randomly post trades you don't know why, instead you get it for free. You get all the details about the trade, and you get the reason and the strategy behind it all in one place. So that's the beauty of using trade ideas. Next, you have gamma exposure. This is a very great tool because I know that there is no like free version on the internet to find this right now. And so this shows you all the gamma data you could need. Now, I'll have other videos on this channel going through gamma exposure, but essentially it helps you see where volume is going to accumulating at, where it's most likely to pull the stock price throughout the day or throughout the month, and different levels like that. You can search in any asset you want. It will show you the total gamma, the max pay, and this is where a price will get pulled to throughout the day. The put wall, which is basically where you'll have a strong support level and resistance level. Now, this is gamma. It takes a little bit to read it, to understand it. You can go to different DTEs by clicking this, but I made it super simple by charting out the key levels on a chart right here. So it's going to show the SPY 15-minute chart. And then what it's going to do is it's going to show you, hey, this is where max pain is. This is where it's most likely going to pull the price throughout the day. And that's a very great visual way to easily see what's happening with gamma. So again, this is the first ever free gamma exposure tool as well, and you can go to it by accessing Options Trading Toolbox. But that's not even it. Again, we also have many more tools like the put to call ratio. This shows you, based on whatever ticker you're looking at, the put to call ratio for each expiration date, each expiration series. And so if we look at that, what we're seeing here is, hey, this one has a very strong put to call ratio. You can see here the open puts is 1,155 open contracts versus the call is only 172. So you can see that something crazy is happening here. We also had a $322,000 open interest change since, I guess today is Monday that I'm recording this video, so since Friday. So over the weekend, we've had a lot of volume happen on this expiration date. And because we know that, we can now go in and look for trade ideas and look at GEX data based on this specific option's expiration date. So if I click on GEX data, it's going to populate this exact expiration date, the 61 DTE mark, and it's going to show me what's going on here. It's going to show me the max pain, so that's pulling to 675, and I can look at where that correlates in the market. Maybe it's going to pull a bit lower. You can see here we're trading up high, so that means, hey, maybe the next 60 days, 2 months, we might see a pull lower. Who knows? But that is a great way to see all the data in one place and it to interact with each other. Next, we have the profit and loss visualizer. This is an options calculator that shows you the profit and loss of a trade setup, as well as being able to change different inputs. So you can obviously input your own trade, whether you have a trade open right now that you want to track, or you can click on select option strategy. We have some of the most popular ones. If we do put credit spread, for example, we click on that and it populates the put credit spread. We can also click show P&L table instead, and this will show us the table based on each different expiration date and where the different strike prices are. Hey, if the stock price gets here, this is what we're looking at on this day. If the stock price gets here, this is what we're looking at on this day. And you can easily change the implied volatility, the risk-free rate, the number of dates, the number of stock prices to see even more data if you'd like. So now I can see, okay, cool, at 7:30 on January 2nd, if IV goes up to 41%, this is what my profit and loss will be on that trade. And I can also see it from a graph perspective as well. So all that is in there now as a free calculator tool. You have the dark pool tracker, which allows you to see dark pool orders. We use a proprietary algorithm to determine these dark pool orders. Things from block orders to sweep orders to unusual volume, all can be shown here. We show you the most recent ones in this list. If you can see here from today, Palantir right here had a block trade of $24,000 worth of contracts was placed at the $43 put. We can look at the open interest and volume. We can open up trade ideas based on this. But what's also cool is we can take these assets and we can plant them on the chart. So you can see here Palantir's on the list of dark pool orders. I can load up the stock chart and it shows me visually where these orders are happening so that I can understand, okay, cool, that happens here and here. And then I can know more details of, oh, wow, there's a lot of orders here, a lot of orders here. And I can use that to help visually understand where the dark pool orders are taking place for the most trading volume. So that can be seen all there. It's super incredible to see. Also, insider trading. This shows you the insider trading from Republicans and Democrats of both the House and the Senate. And so you can see all these details here. If you want to dive into a particular person, like our good old-fashioned Nancy Pelosi, you can do that as well, see what they're buying, what they're selling, and you can even click on her name to see a detailed profile of what she's doing since we've been tracking her. I've only been tracking her since about October, or the system has only been tracking these people since October, so we can only go back to October for now. You can see here Apple's been the main trade, a bunch of sells, so nothing really buying yet. It is really cool to see what are they buying. You can see your Google has been a big buy right now. Yeah, Google from same person here. So this person went on a spending spree. This one right here, Google, Clio, WFC from Addison, just things like that to be able to see insider trading to see maybe where can I jump in on potential moves. Those are the key features of the options trading toolbox. As of right now, it'll only continue to get better based on your feedback. If you create a free account right here, feedback and bug reports, click this. If you have general feedback, please share it. This comes straight to me once a week. I look at the feedback and I implement it if it fits into the roadmap. Bug report, feature requests, all that can be given for people who create a free account. Again, just email, password, and you can get set up. There's also other free tools here. We have blog articles, free courses. You can search back tests, which I think is really cool. So again, for people who have their back tests as public, you can go and search through it. As of right now, we have 135. I assume we'll have a lot more as the site officially goes live. Again, I'm recording this before the official launch. This is only with beta testers. We have 135 back tests, so just wait. We'll have more coming soon. But this is the options trading toolbox. Please go use it. It is the greatest place to get all your options data in one place. No more having to pay for a back tester here, a screener on this site, and being part of a guru Discord there. Instead, you can have everything inside of one place to help you profitably trade options. Not just the data you need, but the way that we convert the data into trade ideas that you can actually use. All right, guys, go create your free account right now at optionstradingtoolbox.com, and I can't wait to hear how you enjoy it.